All right, so today we're going to talk about our most traumatizing films that we've seen as kids and adults. And we can include some of those as well. But yeah, I'm really interested to hear your top five versus my top five. So, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You could start.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
All right. I have some honorable mentions. So, we'll start with that. Um, Honorable mention is Martyrs and Hostel. So I put them together because they're like in the same vein, um, where like they're both kind of like torture movies. So Martyrs is like this secret organization who like captures people and tortures them to like try to um, achieve like this religious thing where they want to like know what it's like to die or something
Did
like
I
that.
see that movie?
I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, that one's pretty fucked up. Um, but it's just an honorable mention because I feel like I deal with like torture movies pretty well. Like I know it's fake, so like there's like a distinction between that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same vein, Hostel is very similar. It's about these group of guys who go to Europe and then they get captured and tortured for sport, I guess. So, like rich people pay to get to torture people. So that one's pretty fucked up too. But it didn't fuck me up too bad. Like I wasn't too traumatized about it. All right. So that's an honorable mention. Did you
So
have any
no,
honorable?
so those aren't part of your top five list. You just wanted to include those, correct?
Yeah, yeah. I just
Okay.
wanted to include them. They're
Okay.
not part of my top five, but I just wanted to include them.
Okay. Well, then you can start with your first one.
Well,
Because
I
you're
actually have another honorable mention.
okay. Go ahead.
So this one's actually not a movie. It's a video game. So it's in Gears of War 2. Um, so it's about like this there's like these monsters that live underground, right? And then like we have to fight them.
Mhm.
But there's like a part where like he finds his wife in like a pod, and she's like been tortured, and like she like they ripped off like her hair, and like they like lobotomized her, so like she's like not there anymore, and that was pretty traumatizing. So I gotta add that, even though it's not a movie. Yeah.
So just a lot of torture
Yeah, so a
movies.
lot of yeah. So far, honorable mentions are torture. All right. Since I already said those two, you can start with your top five.
Okay. My first one is the class. Well, okay, mine's a lot of Hmong films or Asian film because I grew up watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is the most popular, which is J'étais choix. Also, translate like the title of the movie is "Don't Do Bad Things."
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's about a guy who got his girlfriend pregnant. It's really taboo in the Hmong culture to sleep together before marriage. So instead of marrying his girlfriend, he resorted to murdering her with his best friend as his accomplice. And the movie is about how she came back to haunt them as a ghost. I think what's traumatizing about this movie is that it's a very realistic scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we don't know, or I don't know people personally that went through that, you hear a lot of stories about people getting murdered, like they end up
Yeah.
killing their baby mamas and all that stuff. The ghost herself was also really scary to look at, and just the scenarios that she's haunting them. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's things that if you were in that position, it would be very scary.
Yeah. Honestly, if you meet any Hmong person, this is probably their number one
Yeah.
most traumatizing film because we all saw it as kids. You know, it was like the first of its kind because it was like the first Hmong horror film,
Mm-hmm.
or it was actually even one of the first Hmong films in general because there weren't a lot of films yet, and that was like the first one that popped off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that's in every Hmong person's memory.
And
Those
back in
horrific
the day, they don't have
scenes.
CGI and stuff, so she
Yeah.
had to look like that for the
Hmm.
film.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did a really good job with like her makeup and stuff. Like she looked it scary, you know. But
To this day, a lot of people still can't watch that
Yeah,
film.
I can't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like how she wears red and like
Yeah.
a sea of green. It's like the movie's filmed in Laos in like the jungle areas. So there's like a lot of greenery. So there's like a lot of bushes, shrubs, trees,
Yep.
grass. So she died in like the red, shirt or like a red dress.
It was a shirt and
Yeah.
blue jeans.
So she died in a red shirt. So she came back as wearing that. So like she always stands out amongst the greenery. Yeah.
And let's just say to this day, or growing up, like this is how traumatized I was.
Mm-hmm.
I never buy a shirt that's red with white polka dots. We never pair red shirts with blue pants because of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how traumatizing this movie is.
Yeah. All right, we could do a whole podcast on that movie. My number 5 is actually the
Oh wait,
shirt.
you going with your 5th?
That was your number 1?
Yeah, that was my number 1.
Oh.
Let's go 1 through 5.
Okay. My number 1 is actually The Lion King.
The Lion King.
So seeing that as a kid is super traumatizing. Like, yes, it's a Disney movie, it's a kid's film, but like seeing like Simba's dad dying was super traumatizing for me because I was young. I was like 4 or 5 when I saw that movie.
So how did that affect you, or how do you feel like it affected you?
That was like my first introduction to death, to like mortality. It's like knowing that your parents could die and you'll be alone. Yeah. That shit is traumatizing. I don't know why Disney did that. Screw you, Disney.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's my one of my that's my top one.
Okay.
The top traumatizing film. I mean, I love the film. That was a great film. But yeah.
We ready for my number 2?
Sure.
I have a funny number 2 too. My top my second one is Polly.
Mm-hmm.
So translated as Auntie Lee because that's her name. It's about how Auntie Lee like loves spreading rumors, starting fights among the town. At the end of the movie, the town pretty much gained up and kicked her ass. I think what's traumatizing about this movie was the scene where she got beat up. Like seeing all of their anger towards her and just her crying when she was getting beat up was very traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
That I just knew that I never want to be in her position.
Yeah.
Not even just that part, but seeing the family fight, it felt really real. And I felt like I had a lot of anxiety. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And like the kids crying and stuff. Like there was a lot of emotions in the movie.
Okay.
Did you expect that one on my list?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you always talk about that scene. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. My number 2 is Children of the Corn. I've actually never seen this film, but I've seen the trailer like play before movies that I watch,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really traumatizing. Like seeing those kids like kill adults.
Wait, summarize the movie. What is it about?
It's like a group of kids who like kill people as a group. So like they kind of like fall under like this like spell or possession where they're all like connected.
Mm-hmm.
Telepathically or something. I've never seen the film, so I can't really say. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it wrong. But like they have like glowing eyes and stuff, and they have like blank like stares, and they just go around killing people. That was like one of my first exposures to like, oh, kids can be evil too. Like kids can kill people too. So that was pretty traumatizing.
But you don't.
And as I just saw the trailer. That was just the trailer.
But then you don't know like their motives or whatever.
No, I've never seen the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you watch the film?
I would maybe, but like it got bad reviews or something. So that's probably I avoided it all this time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that yours is a trailer.
I know. Yeah, the trailer seeing it as a kid was traumatizing. Yeah. Next one, 3.
3 is Gran Torino.
Gran Torino.
So Gran Torino is traumatizing for me because it shifts into new fears that us Hmong people have moving to the States, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this movie covered like bullying, gang, like gun violence,
Hmm.
um, like peer pressure and stuff. And there was a lot of emotions. I didn't. I don't hate the film. I just hate all of the emotions they made me felt. So for the longest, I just hated seeing the DVD cover of this movie.
But what were you traumatized by? What was traumatizing about it?
Like how the gang cousin like shot up his house and he raped his cousin, and
Oh, like the realistic aspect of it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like new fears unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that was traumatizing, but
Well, when I watched the film, I was really young.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh wait, like, hey, it's a Hmong movie, let's watch it. And I didn't expect all of that to go down. And
Yeah, I've noticed the more traumatizing films are ones that I've seen when I was young.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your next one?
My number three was Halloween.
Okay.
So, just like Michael Myers, like going around killing people was traumatizing, and then like that song, that song was always scary to me.
Really? But you love it.
Well, now I love it, but as a kid, like you hear the song, and then like that triggers like you gotta run, like there's someone coming to kill you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I love the film. It was
Yeah.
a great movie.
I didn't expect that. I didn't
Yeah.
expect you to be traumatized by that film.
Well, as a kid, I was. As a kid, I was really scared of like Michael Myers.
Hmm.
Like the pale white face and just like a guy going house to house.
Is that the first film that you've watched, like a serial killer?
Yeah, well, that was like the first one of its kind, like a slasher killer guy. Yeah, so that came out, and then like Scream and other movies came out after that, and then it wasn't as scary.
Hmm.
Yeah, the first one of its
Yeah, it's
kind
always the
is
first one.
always the scariest.
All right, my next one is The Evil Dead.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Um,
It's a really good one.
this is one of the first like American horrors. So
Hmm.
when I watched this film as a kid, I didn't really understand the plot or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just kept seeing like friends turn into monsters. And kind of like what you said about The Lion King, it was the first time where I saw like your own people turn into a monster. And that was like very scary to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the scariest things about that film is like how low budget it is, and that
Mhm.
makes it more scarier. You know what I mean? Like the new Evil Dead nowadays is like, $1 million of production budget. They have all of the special effects and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that film was like low budget, and it's like it felt so like real.
I do feel like older films
Yeah,
are a little scarier.
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like the film itself was like possessed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a funny story. I was so scared of that movie that so the monster's name is not Scotty, but I think one of the friends' name was Scotty.
Hmm.
And my brother drew like a face in the snow one time. And he was like, "That's Scotty. If you step on it, it's gonna come after you." And I was so traumatized.
Hmm.
That's how scared I
Yeah.
was. All right, what's your next one?
My next one is Pet Cemetery.
Really?
Yeah. So the original, not the
Oh,
remake that you saw.
yeah. I don't think I saw the original.
Yeah. So the remake wasn't as good and it wasn't as scary in my opinion. Like I said, it's like too like high budget and too like it's like these new movies have like this glossy effect where it's like pristine. It's like new. It's like it's a movie.
Hmm.
But the movies back then, it's like it feels more real. Um,
Is it the same storyline?
Yeah, same story, but it's their little boy who gets run over by the truck, not the little girl.
Uh-huh.
And then the dad decides to bury. Well, I think at first he buries the dead cat to test it out. Cat comes back, so then he buries his dead son, and then he comes back and he's just not normal. Like
Hmm.
he's a little bit different. And I think seeing that as a kid is like another like first, like people coming back, but they're just slightly off and they're like evil, like they're possessed by something else that's not them.
Hmm.
Yeah, and like that whole scene where he has like a scalpel and he like stabbed the neighbor or he like cut the neighbor's like ankle. That was traumatizing. Yeah. like this tiny little kid just running around and creating havoc. And then at the end, so the son ends up killing the mom, and then he goes and buries his wife, and the wife comes back too, and she's like all like rotten, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she ends up killing him.
You ready for the final one?
Is that the final one?
Yeah. So my final one is A Child's Play.
Oh, yeah.
So as a kid, I love dolls and babies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like what you said, like seeing that toys could become killers is so traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I think after that film, like I just don't buy baby dolls anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a great way to make kids not buy
Hey,
toys.
save money. Save money.
Yeah.
All right. Then my last one. My last one is actually my shirt. Alien.
What is that one about?
So it's like in the future, a group of explorers stumble upon like a ship, and then there's like an alien on that ship, and then when the face huggers implants an alien to like one of the guys,
Mm-hmm.
and like it bursts out of his chest, and then it grows exponentially, and then attacks everybody. Yeah, I always thought like the alien mythology was scary or traumatizing because it's like something you've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I realized that ours is usually our first
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
experience to something.
Yeah. So far, all of my movies are like it's like the first of its kind. Like things that are slightly different from the norm, and it's like there's always like a traumatizing scene where like you remember
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know.
In
So
all these
like
films, yeah.
yeah, so like probably the chest burster scene was probably the most traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty traumatizing. And like the face huggers are traumatizing. Seeing that for the first time, you know, as a kid, first time. It's like, what are these weird things? And they just attack you. It's like you and it like it doesn't after it face hugs you, it doesn't kill you. You know, like you're still alive,
Yeah.
and then you don't even know it's inside of you until like later on. It's like it just pops out of nowhere. Um, yeah. So that's some of my traumatizing scenes. Pet Cemetery, the ankle cut. Halloween is just pretty much anytime Michael Myers is killing people,
Present.
and the song, the music. Um, yeah, Children of the Corn, same thing, just them killing people. And Lion King was when Mufasa died.
You know what's funny to me is the fact that they're on your traumatizing list, but you love like almost everything about those today.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mine is traumatized, like I wouldn't watch it anymore.
What was the traumatizing scene from Evil Dead that stuck with you? Was it the leg stab?
Yeah, it was the leg stab when they showed her wound and then later like she turned.
Yeah, it started like infecting her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right when she turned, that was traumatizing because, like I said, it was your loved one becoming a monster now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like a betrayal almost, you know?
All right, those were our most traumatizing films that we saw as kids. What are some of your guys's? Let us know. Maybe we'll watch them.